Do you say it? Do your friends say it? What does it mean to you? You're watching Shout Out Sundays on Loc'dN2Lectuals. This week's topic, the N-word. I have used the N-word, but it's not a word that I use loosely in my day-to-day. Actually, I hardly ever say it, but I have to admit I have said it and I have used it in a negative connotation, and if there is a such thing, I have used it in a positive connotation. My friends, black or white, do not use it. Not around me. Okay, let me take that back. The black people in my circle use it about as much as I do, if they use it at all. So, with that being said, it's not a word that's thrown around lightly around me. And as far as my non-black friends, they don't say it around me. I don't know what people do when I'm not around, but I certainly can speak to the fact that they don't say it around me. And I hope it's out of respect for me and my feelings, and my ethnicity and my culture. The N-word was a word that was used to show disrespect and to downgrade black people in the earlier years. And since then it has evolved into a word that I guess is more respectful. Some people say that we took the word back, or claimed the word back, by dropping the ER and adding an A. That's up to each individual's opinion. Now it can be used as a greeting, to show friendship, and I guess to identify someone's gender. I don't use it in those connotations, in those ways. To me, growing up, I was definitely one of the only minorities in elementary and middle school, and that word was not used as a greeting or to show friendship to me. It was negative. So at an early age, this was a word that I did not take lightly, and I continue to this day. It's not something that I take lightly. Now, I understand how it has evolved, and I understand that everyone is not as sensitive to the word as I am, and I respect that. I don't get all upset and flip out when I hear the word. And I understand there's a difference between someone saying it with the intentions to be disrespectful and someone who is just saying it to show, I guess, friendship or greeting, or however it's used, in a non-disrespectful way. I get it. I understand. Doesn't mean I agree with it, but, you know, to each their own. I really don't understand why we use derogatory words in supposedly positive ways. I don't see any other ethnicities calling each other out of their name, and I don't know if that's, I just don't see other ethnicities doing that, and I don't understand why we do it. And then we want to get upset when they use our words. I mean, what do you expect? If we use the N-words in our music, if we use the N-word in greetings, out in public, on the internet, where people can freely see it, and you already know that a lot of the things that we do, a lot of the things that black people do, fashion and music, our slang, just things that are, I guess, deemed cool. If you already know that's being copied, Why would you put something else out there to be copied and then be offended when it is, I don't want to say thrown back at you, but when you see it coming from another ethnicity, like, you knew that's what's going to happen, so you can't be offended. And if you're not offended, then that's fine. Because I know some people, it doesn't bother them one way or the other. Some people, they want to use the word, meaning black people, they want to use the word, but they don't want any other race to use the word. And I don't think that's fair, and I definitely don't think that's realistic. So, for me, I think it's just best if it's left out of my vocabulary, at least. I believe in treating people the way you want to be treated. And I don't want anyone calling me the N-word, whether it's a greeting or disrespectfully. So I'm not going to call anyone else a derogatory name about their race. I'm not going to crack jokes about their race, whether we're on that level or not. I just feel like, out of respect for that person, whether they're my friend, my boss, my co-worker, my church member, whatever it is, I feel like we should have more to talk about than that. We should know how to greet each other better than that. I should be able to show my friendship better than that. And that's just my opinion. With that being said, let's move right on into the Shout Out Sundays portion of my video. I came up with Shout Out Sundays because I wanted to shout out other YouTube subscribers that support the Loc'dN2Lectuals channel. So each week I'm going to pick out about 3 YouTubers and just shout them out, tell all our viewers to go check them out. Because like I said, I think your interaction with us will make our channel better. And in return, this is just a small way we can say thank you to you. For this week, the first YouTuber I want to shout out is DreadheadKid7414. He's a loyal viewer of Loc'dN2Lectuals. I've seen him comment just about on everybody's videos, I believe. And he's 3 months in on his Loc'd journey, and it's looking good. The next YouTuber that I want to shout out this week is It's Experience. She's not a dreadhead, but she's been showing lots of support for the Loc'dN2Lectuals page. I'm sorry, the Loc'dN2Lectuals channel. I've seen her commenting on videos. I've seen her tweeting and retweeting on Twitter. And I just want to send our viewers to go check her page out if you're not already a subscriber of hers. And I think she has several channels, so check them all out. And the last but not least YouTube channel I want to shout out is Poetic Old Soul. She's also a dreadhead, and she has a pretty interesting channel as well. She talks about her locks, she talks about cooking, and she even has some poetry on her channel, so definitely check her out as well. And if you go and check these people out and you subscribe to them, make sure you let them know that Loc'dN2Lectuals sent you. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week on Loc'dN2Lectuals. Alright?